reaches into her purse, walks back towards the two men, and starts shooting as the men run.
Dang! A female rapper killed her own manager, and she might get away with it. And the whole thing got caught on camera. Now, before we react to that crazy footage, the internet detectives are trying to figure out what would make an artist and her manager be involved in a life or death situation with each other. And if you're familiar with how the music industry works, an artist's manager is the most trusted and the most important person on an artist's team. But this female rapper named Keyvhani didn't just fire her manager. Baby pulled out the strap and opened fire. So I spent 2 weeks with my team researching, speaking to weapons specialists, and decoding the rules and regulations of each state to solve this question. And later on in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can legally defend yourself and pack somebody up so you can make it home safe to your family. Keep watching.
Surveillance video obtained by NBC6 shows the moment a rapper allegedly shoots and kills her manager in front of the Wynwood Walls back on October. Footage shows rapper known as Keyvhani, whose real name is Keyvhani Hicks, get out of the white Lexus parked on Northwest 2nd Avenue. The driver gets out of the car and he and the woman are seen arguing. The dispute gets physical and they start hitting each other.
Ooh. See, this what homeboy messed up at. He putting his hands on a female knowing she physically weaker than him.
A second man gets out of the Lexus and also starts to attack Hicks. Then both men are seen on top of Hicks in the struggle. Video shows one man slamming Hicks to the ground. Moments later,
the manager and the other dude really tag teamed and beat that girl up like some characters off a Street Fighter out there. That body slam was crucial. And as big as he is, they could have broke that girl's spine and killed her with that body slam.
Moments later, all three get up and Hicks is seen walking in the opposite direction. Hicks then reaches into her purse, walks back towards the two men, and starts shooting as the men run.
Dang! Shorty walked away smooth and turned around and hit them boys with that Hadouken. And in a second, we're gonna show you exactly how she might get away with it.
Her manager is hit and collapses on the street. The other man gets into the Lexus and drives off, slamming the car into Hicks. The Lexus reverses before driving off.
They hit Shorty with a car and ran her over, and she still lived afterwards? Baby, a super thug.
Hicks gets up and runs away. The victim died at the hospital. Hicks claims it was all self-defense and that her life was in danger. In November, a judge granted her house arrest with a $50,000 bond.
And the manager that got clapped up and shot is still unidentified. But tell me if y'all noticed the body language on the judge on the case and the rapper was giving off when they was deciding if she was innocent or not.
A heated argument landed Keyvhani Hicks in jail after she's accused of shooting and killing a man.
You are arrested for 1 count of second-degree murder.
According to records on Sunbiz, the local rapper known as Keyvhani is a manager of a recording studio called Pretty Thug Music.
We know that based on her statement that the victim in this case, is her manager, and she says that she's a singer. But we don't know what led to this argument.
Judge, it's clear from the arrest form
Look at the judge's face.
Ms. Hicks is being attacked by 2 men, plummeted to the ground, basically.
And did y'all hear what the suspect's defense argument was?
The singer told police that she was in fear for her life.
When Ms. Hicks meets with the officer, she indicates that the alleged victim told her that "I'll kill you in 1 hit," which would obviously make anyone afraid for their life.
Hicks was also hit by the white Lexus as a driver.
Hey, yo, look at Shorty eyes, bruh.
This was self-defense will be up to the court as a judge found probable cause.
Keyvhani was arrested, but is now out on house arrest. But a lot of people are going back and forth online about if she should even be out on bond or not and free right now, especially after shooting those men when they was running away. And now the issue of what is considered self-defense is becoming a heated debate, with some people saying that Shorty about to go to jail and other people saying that she probably gonna get away with it. But me personally, I understand that self-defense laws are different in every state, in every city. And here are the biggest facts that you need to know if you ever have to defend yourself against attackers so that you can legally make it home safe. Disclaimer, I am not a legal expert. I'm just trying to give y'all this information so hopefully it can save your life. Now, 28 states have stand your ground laws and only 11 states have a duty to retreat. A duty to retreat pretty much means that if you ever face an attacker where your life is in danger, you first have a duty to run away, and you can only defend yourself if you have no other choice. Now, the states that don't have a duty to retreat, meaning you don't have to run away, are Texas, Georgia, North Carolina, and Arizona. Now, the states that have a duty to retreat are Connecticut, Delaware, New Jersey, New York, and Maryland. I call these states victim states because the only way that you can defend yourself is if you have absolutely no choice and you are clearly the victim. Other than that, if you clap somebody and pack somebody on up, even if it's in self-defense, in states like New York, Delaware, New Jersey, Maryland, you might still be facing jail time, even though you defended yourself, if you're not clearly the victim. Now, states that have a stand your ground law, meaning you don't have to run away and you can pack up your ops if they ever run up on you, any place where you most likely can walk free if you're within the law, is Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, and of course, Florida. But Keyvhani has her gun case. Now, if this female rapper Keyvhani was in New York City and shot those guys while they were running away, she would be in jail right now because in New York, you have a duty to retreat. An example of this is this old man in New York City who had the opportunity to run but decided to kill his attacker and went to jail, even though he was technically defending himself.
There is a struggle that ensues. They start to fight. The clerk then stabs the man. The man then ends up dying. Now that clerk is charged with second-degree murder. The DA is under pressure right now to drop those charges. So the question is this self-defense under New York law?
And New York law is a little different because New York law has a duty to retreat. Ooh. And this is where starting to think about what your self-defense law is in a state when you're actually being attacked seems virtually impossible.
He got him cornered.
But the New York law is that if you can safely retreat, meaning you can get away from the violence, then you have a duty to do so. And in this bodega case, I don't think it's clear that he could safely retreat. But my guess is that's where it's all gonna hinge.
This is where the old man messed up at. The moment he was able to clearly get away, he instead decided to be the aggressor and stabbed the guy, disqualifying him from being innocent within the eyes of the law when he had the duty to retreat. But when a similar thing occurred in another state and a person got attacked by multiple men in Florida, the cops treated it way different.
Several of them are armed. They try to force their way into his home. He goes in, grabs his own weapon, he fires at them. Let's listen to what police had to say about it.
So those of you who might ask a question, is the homeowner going to be charged for shooting at these people? Absolutely not. The homeowner is protecting himself, and in Florida, in Escambia County, you can protect yourself.
See, these laws can be very tricky and complicated. That's why it's important that you know it so that you can make it home safe to your family. Because in cities up north like New York City, you could be locked up just for having a gun in the first place. But down south, shorty might actually walk free and she might get away with murder. Because let's not forget, this is Florida we talking about. You know how that go. But if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure y'all click here to check out my latest video on all the crazy stuff that's going down with that P. Diddy and Cassie's $30 million lawsuit and how he may have given that girl brain damage. And if you want to see how harsh the state of Florida treats people who break the law of self-defense, check out this video right here on the Y&W Melly case. See y'all in the next video.